Thursday, week 7 of the winter triathlon training plan provided by ChatGPT. Welcome back to the Age Group Multisport podcast YouTube channel with me, Richard. Yes, I'm off again today. I'm gonna be having more and more days off as the winter progresses, because there'll come a point where I won't be working at all, which I'm very, very grateful and very lucky to be able to be in that position to do. So that means that I can, I can continue training and resting and hopefully getting stronger and better and fitter over the winter. Oh, that's the plan. Woke up this morning and got a serious case of DOMS. I think it's from the accumulation of the tests on Monday and then also the high rock session on Tuesday. It really, I'm really suffering again today. But that's good, because I guess in one way it shows that I put the effort in. And strangely, it's all down the back of my legs rather than the quads. It's the hamstrings and the calves. And my left calf especially has got serious DOMS for some reason. Maybe I was pushing off more on the left leg when I was doing the sled pushes. Who knows? But anyway, it's not a pull or anything. It's just muscle soreness. That's all it is. So today's training is going to be a swim when I get up to the leisure centre. Hopefully the lane gods will be shining on us and it'll be calm. And I want to get in there and do some, as usual, a warm-up, get some technical work done, and then I'm going to do some 50s and some 100s. After that, we'll be up in the gym and we'll be doing some running interspersed with some strength sessions. So the running will be really, really easy, 5:30 pace. And strength session will include some high rocks stations. So I'm planning on doing the farmers walks this week, upping the weight and doing some wall ball throws, trying to get that technique better, as well as some leg extensions, leg curls, leg press, calf raises, that sort of thing. The usual, really. So that's the plan for today, but first we need to get Betty out for a walk, and then we can crack on with the day. So hope you're having a great week. Hope you have a good Thursday. Let me know in the comments below what your plan is training today, and we shall see you on the other side. Right, just back in from walking Betty, and we've had a change of plan, as we said on the walk. Because it's such a nice day and the temperature's really good and it's not very windy, we're going to head up to Hamilton Hill mountain bike park and do a bike ride, hill repeats today instead of tomorrow, and then when it's raining tomorrow, because I've checked the weather, I'll swap it round. So I'll do the swim tomorrow and the strength session tomorrow as well, which isn't great really from a track point of view on Saturday, because the legs will be heavy after training in the strength session. But I'll probably just back off and balance the two sessions up. So ease off on the strength amount of weight that I'll be pushing tomorrow, and then just do what I can at the track on Saturday. But that's the joy of having a plan like this. It's flexible. You've got to put in the sessions that you can do when you can. I think that's important, as well as like mixing it up and having some fun. I've been out on the mountain bike up there for ages and ages. I think last time I went up there I had a puncture, a double puncture. So that's the plan. Just going to have some toast and another cup of coffee before we get out, get the mountain bike in the van, and off we go. So we shall see you on the other side. So getting the bike packed up, getting all my gear ready. I haven't got much mountain bike stuff that to wear, so I just use my cycling gear, my road cycling gear, and um, flat pedals still on the mountain bike. I haven't swapped the pedals over, so I'm not using clipless. Hence, I've got my Terex trainers, my Adidas Terex trainers on, and they really do grip on the flat pedals, which have got like little bobbles on for you to grip onto. Never had any issue this season when I've been racing with them, and it's quite quick in transition as well, because you don't have to change your shoes over. You literally get off the bike and away you go running. So I may swap out and try the different format over the winter at some point, but for now I'm quite happy with that setup. I don't really think it loses me much power on the bike, to be honest. Although having said that, I guess going uphill, you get a better pedal rotation if you've got clipped in shoes. Anyway, that's something to explore. So the bike need a little bit of air in the back tyre, not too much. I'm running them at about between 19 and 20 psi. On reflection, having been up there and doing this voiceover afterwards, I probably could have done with it a bit lower because it was quite muddy. But you know, hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? So yeah, just putting a bit of air in the tyre. Not really expecting it to be that wet up there, to be honest, because I didn't think we had that much rain. Thought I would take the pump with me just in case, especially after the last time I was there with John Sharp. It was double puncture, and yeah, wasn't much fun. Since then, I've put some slime in the tyres as well, just to hopefully help if I do get a puncture. That'll seal it, and I'll be able to at least get back to the van. Well, that was hilarious. I found this cup to prop the camera up against, so I could film myself coming up the bank, which was a great fail. And these two ladies with several dogs came up and for some reason decided to pick the camera up. Anyway, she did get a good shot of me getting off the bike when I was trying to talk to her about it being my phone and I was filming myself. So best laid plans and all that. Anyway, I think she got a bit of good footage of me coming up the hill anyway. Better than I could have got myself, so thanks very much. Right, I'm going to go back down the other side and do a few more runs and then get off home for some lunch. Good fun. We'll see you on the other side. looks like we're going to need a wash. So, well, I was going to wash the van anyway, but there'll be me, the bike and the van getting a wash when we get home. But really good fun, really enjoyed it. I'll have to not leave it as long next time to get back here. Hopefully I'll get my seat sorted out on the other old mountain bike and use that next time. Right, I'm going to get home, have a bit of lunch and then get cleaning. We'll see you on the other side. Right, back in, just the van cleaned, the bike cleaned, bit of gardening because it was such a nice afternoon, and then going to have some tea, and then I need to get myself cleaned because I'm filthy. Good morning, Friday morning. Can't believe this week's just flown by. I hope you've had a good week and I hope you've got lots of training in so far. Like I said yesterday, today and yesterday's mixed up, so I've swapped the sessions round. Yesterday I went and did hill repeats on the mountain bike at the mountain bike park, and today going to the gym and going to do a swim and then some strength work, integrating a couple of stations from the High Rocks session and some really steady running. And it'll be extra steady today because we'll have a track session tomorrow, so I don't want to overdo it. So that's the plan today, and obviously then we'll have a sauna as usual. Let me know in the comments below what you're doing. Have you got any races this weekend, or are all your races finished? I've got one coming up in December hopefully, but that's a way off yet. Hence getting back on the mountain bike yesterday because it's a trail off-road duathlon that I want to do. So yeah, enjoyed yesterday's session, really good fun, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Mixing it up. Let me know what you do for fun. Instead of the bog standard swim, bike, run, what do you intersperse it with to make it more interesting? Do you do cross country? Do you do cyclocross, gravel riding? There's loads of stuff to do, isn't there, really? So yeah, so just gonna get my breakfast, got my porridge on. Just going to let that cook out, another cup of coffee, and then we're going to get up there. Just coming from walking Betty, so she's all happy. She saw a best friend who is a border collie called Jazz, and she absolutely adores him. But unfortunately for Betty, Jazz doesn't play. He's interested in his ball. That's it. He doesn't pay her any attention whatsoever. And normally that's how Betty is with other dogs. But yeah, so she was happy to see him, but not happy he wouldn't play with her. So that was quite funny to watch. Anyway, enough of the waffle. We shall see you on the other side. Right, that's the dynamic stretching done. Just about to jump on a treadmill for the first easy run, and then upstairs and do some farmers walks, and then back down on the treadmill. Swim went really well. There was 3 others in the lane, all doing front crawl when I got in, and by the time I finished I was in on my own. So the downside was they had the homeschooled kids in, but wasn't so bad. It was, fortunately nobody who was trying to swim in that side come into the lane, so that was good. So yeah, did I think 1500 metres, was in 50 minutes, working on technique, and 50s and 100s like I said, so yeah, good session, really happy with that. So now we'll get this done and then we'll jump in the sauna, so we shall see you on the other side. back in from the gym. Swim was good, like I said earlier. Really enjoyed that. I was smooth and I was getting the 50s were, I was doing about 134 pace. The hundreds I was at about 148. So if I can keep that level of technique and build on it slowly, it's there. I just need to have the endurance to keep that technique going, so I can hit those times. When I get tired, it just goes all to pot. So, but I enjoyed that. It was absolutely manic either side. When I got in there, like I said, in the gym, there was aquasize on, and then there was general swimming on the other side, and one lane with 4 of us in, which was fine, all doing front crawl. Aquasize finished, and then the kids came in, and it just got absolutely manic. But it is what it is. Didn't affect us. We carried on, and at the end of the day, I had a lane to myself by the end of it. So I got a good swim in, which is great. Then went up to the gym, and that was busy. Really, really busy. Couldn't get to do the farmers' walks or the wall balls because there was people everywhere doing various things, which is fair enough. Great to see. So I did 3 rounds of a K on the treadmill, leg extensions, leg curls, chest press, K on the treadmill, and repeated that 3 times. By that time, upstairs had quietened down somewhat, so then I come upstairs and got the 25 kettlebells, so 50 kg, and did the farmers walks, and I interspersed that with some wall ball throws. I wasn't throwing it at a wall though, I was just like throwing it up and down just to try and get the technique. And I had a video of my eldest son Joe doing the exact same thing. He's a CrossFit coach, but I was watching him last Saturday at there's a new gym opened up in our town, and he came over and did a session in it, and so I went along just to see what the gym was about and watched him do these wall ball throws. So I was watching it today on the video. I took footage of him so I could actually get it nailed. So the technique's coming along, the weight's not there yet, but that'll come. So I did 3 rounds of those, and then that was me done, and went in the sauna for 20 minutes. So speaking to a few people, which is always nice, people that you start to recognise, and people have been going there for quite a few years. And there was one guy that I met on the way out, and I hadn't seen him for ages, but he lives in a town further down the coast, so he doesn't always come to our gym unless theirs is closed. And he was telling me that he's now world record holder in his weight group at some powerlifting. And before the last time I'd seen him, he didn't know what he was going to do. He was maybe going to go into strongman. Anyway, he's got into this powerlifting, and he's world champion, and he's world record holder at his weight. So it's fantastic to hear these stories, and great to see him, and nice to see he's got a why, and he's now got some focus as to what he's going to do. So that was cool. Oh, I love hearing all these stories, as you know from the podcast. That's what it's all about. So yeah, so just got in and had a bit of lunch, gonna have a cup of tea, sit down, and then I'm gonna make some tea. I don't know what time Mrs. C will be back, and then we'll get Betty out in a bit. So thank you for watching this video. Tomorrow's track session, as usual, Saturday morning track session. So we shall see you then. We'll see you on the other side.